Saucy. Ooh, ooh. What is up? The hostess with the mostest. How you doing, Bevan? Ooh,
I'm very well, man. How are you?
I'm good. We are grooving to that. Everybody's loving that. Even Pool Fire. Man, is there a Pool Fire and Bevan collab about to happen? We might have to see
Yeah, we'll
that.
see, man. We'll
Oh.
see.
Well, how you doing, Bevan? That was phenomenal music. Man, and how's your experience been? Like from host to host, like you got to see the show from a host side, post host side. How you loving the show? How you loving the development? Talk to us. Anything to say to your old fans?
Yeah, man. You guys have done such a good job at just, what would you say, like, um, just getting rid of all the errors. I remember when I did it, it was just like Murphy's Law. Anything that could happen would happen, and like just everything went wrong, and it was just like white knuckling through this roller coaster
Yeah,
of things going wrong. But yeah, it's
yeah,
much better now, and yeah, it's a great show. I love it. Big fan.
man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, definitely. When you're starting something out, there's going to be kinks and bumps, and that's why I tell anybody in any career that you're going into, like, to expect that. Like, whether it's social media, music, or anything, like your first few videos, content, whatever it is, are not going to be as good as you think they are, and you got to be okay with that.
Yeah.
And it's going to be the consistency that gets quality versus aiming for quality so quick that you're like, I don't want to drop anything. Yeah. Anyway,
There you
words of
go.
wisdom. Just try to drop some nuggets.
Yeah, no.
Um, man, well, you performed some of your songs from your newest release, Vacanza, your EP, that
hmm
came out November 23rd. Um, tell us the story of how this came behind and what the name means. Because is that a non-English word? I don't know. What is that?
Yeah, so Vacanza is Italian for holiday, and
Oh yeah.
the project came about basically. It was like the middle of winter in here in the UK, and like the winter in the UK is so miserable. Some years like it's so cold. It gets dark at like 4 p.m., half three
Yeah.
sometimes. So it's quite
Uh,
depressing to be here if you like the summer like me. So I
yeah.
guess like I started to like create this idea in my head of like escaping the cold winter and being like on like a beach drinking margaritas in like I don't know Mexico or something or Oaxaca or something like that. So um, yeah, that's where that whole idea started, and more people I played the demos I was working on, everyone just kind of had the same response, like, "Oh, it sounds like a holiday." It feels like I'm on holiday on a
Yeah.
beach. I'm like, okay, well, why don't I call it holiday? But I didn't. I thought that was a bit kind of too on the nose. So I'm a
Vacation.
big fan of the Police. Yeah, or Vacation. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the
Yeah.
Police, and they name a lot of their albums Italian words. I just did the same, basically.
Wow, I like that. I like it. I like it. Yeah, when it gets cold out here,
Mm.
um, people don't think it gets cold if you're from outside LA, but I'm born and raised in LA, so it's LA cold, and I got my gloves, right here for the 60-degree weather. 'Cause all 60 degrees of those are very cold degrees, and yeah, I can't. It's suffering. Oh man. No, that's dope though. How did the artwork get inspired? You had that the apple between the legs. It's a pretty cool visual right there. What inspired that?
Yeah, like when I thought about the how I wanted to look visually, I don't know. I had no. It's so easy to get caught up in like the meaning behind everything, and like you just end up kind of in like analysis paralysis, and you don't get anything done. So I just like film photos, and there's a few kind of like album covers from like funk albums that were in the 70s, and a lot of, like the Brazilian bossa nova records in the 70s that were just a nice film photo and then nice text, really simple, just is what it is, and that's what we did basically. And I found that photo, and it just kind of like perfectly encapsulates like summer and like freedom
Yeah,
and maybe like a holiday bathing suit, beach, whatever.
exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah, good. Yeah, clickbait make people want to click it. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, well, yeah. In addition to being a singer, songwriter, you're also a producer, multi instrumentalist. How did you get into music, and how many instruments are you playing now?
um I can play like kind of similar answer to Paul. Like, I can't play any instrument like amazingly. I can just kind of like do the
Yeah.
bare minimum on anything like guitar, piano, vocals. But I got into music originally just from like I don't know. I just my parents just thought it'd be a good idea for me to take lessons in an instrument, and I chose guitar, but there was no spaces for guitar, so I learnt drums, and eventually I learnt guitar, and then eventually I kind of taught myself keys. Um, but I always had like this weird fascination with music, like just playing on the radio, whether it's like Lady Gaga or like the Beatles or anything that I just yeah, I just so interested in it from very early age. So no
Yeah,
telling how
yeah,
exactly I got into it, but yeah, I've always loved music.
yeah. That's super dope. And I was seeing some of your influences here. You got the Beach Boys listed, Paul Simon, and even your track "Let Me Get to Know You" is inspired by Graceland. So yeah, why do you think these artists played such a big role in your musical development? Like, what is it about them that separates them?
I think like I might sound like a I don't know, like an old head for saying this, but like I feel like the best songs were written in the '60s. Like I feel like you can't get close to that kind of level of sophistication with like the lyrics and like the story that's being told and like the actual musicality. And Brian Wilson's skill is to like present you with something that's super complex musically, and like musicians like me just like kind of gush over these like chord changes and this arrangement stuff that's going on. But any normal person can hear it and think like, I love this song, it sounds so good. You can hear that in all of like the famous songs like God Only Knows, or
Hmm.
the songs from Pet Sounds. So just that ability to kind of be super ambitious with the song that you're writing, but like also walk the line of making it like um, kind of likable and hooky enough to like to the point where any random person that doesn't know anything about music and doesn't know what's going on musically can love those
Yeah.
songs in just the same way.
Yeah, oh man, I love that. Well, outside of music, have you been able to dive into more hosting opportunities, or what else is going on in the life of Bevan out there in the UK?
After that first, I would love to host some stuff. Like I found it so fun. Um,
Yeah,
I love music. I could talk about music forever, like all
yeah,
day if people would hear me out. But yeah, I
yeah.
haven't been looking actively, so no, who
Okay,
knows?
okay, yeah, for sure. Have you been full time in music, or have you been like been able like what are you doing for the holidays? What's going on?
For the holidays. So I actually have COVID right now. I don't know if you can tell,
Oh
but
man. Oh
yeah, I have this cough, and I tested positive on Monday. So I'll be here in my room. You got the gloves. I'll be here isolating until I don't know before Christmas, and I have Christmas here with my parents, and then probably go back to Brighton where I live at the moment.
yeah. Dang, that's crazy. I'm so sorry. Well, oh, good thing. I'm glad you're getting through it. I'm negative yesterday. No, I'm just, I'm just like, no, that's dope, man. No, the cover part isn't dope, but that you're hanging out with family. Yeah, I mean, I know these people here. Some of your day ones here have gotten to growing with you, so I just wanted them. If you guys have any questions for Bevan, ask them as well. But yeah, you said, what's your favorite song you love to play? Nico Hain asked.
Um, I don't know if you mean like specifically one of my own songs or someone else's. One of my own songs.
How about give us one of each? What's your favorite song to cover, and what's your favorite original to play?
My favorite song to play is "God Only Knows" by the Beach Boys. That's
Mm,
like probably my favorite song of all time. I just love that
mm,
song so much. Um, and then my favorite personal song I've written, I like to perform is probably "San Francisco." We don't
mm,
usually play it like that. I usually play guitar and sing, but it's so much fun to play, and it's such like I don't know an
mm.
energetic track, and I love it.
Yeah, yeah, that's super dope.
So those two.
We have Jazzy Jeff asking about any other shows. Yeah, you performed at the Great Escape Festival earlier this year. Yeah, tell us about that experience, and then before we get into the future shows, but any cool tour stories or show stories that you have for us?
We haven't actually played live that much. Like, we literally got into the swing of things at the end of 2019, and then like COVID happened, and then like obviously we didn't play any shows for like the whole of 2020. And then yeah, the Great Escape was amazing, but again, that wasn't live. We had to record the set, but that was like a
Mm,
complete. Like, I lived in Brighton for like 5 years, and gone to the Great Escape every single year, and just been like every time
Mm.
I was there, I was like, man, one year I'm gonna play this festival, I swear. And every year it just didn't happen. And then like last year, I finally got the opportunity, and yeah, it was just like just over the moon with that kind of thing. But yeah, in terms of tour and shows, not much in the way of that, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, where are your dream places to play and perform, as well as who are
I'd
your
love to
dream
play.
collabs?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd love to play Coachella one day, if that could ever
Okay.
happen. That'd be amazing.
Yes.
Um, and there's a venue in London called O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire, which I used
Okay.
to walk past quite a lot because my girlfriend lived around there for a long time, and I just always used to walk past that venue and think, damn, like that venue's so sick. Like I'd love to play there one day.
Yeah.
And yeah, does that answer the question? I forgot what the first part was.
Yeah. Wait. Festival
Oh,
or
Dream
places you
Collab.
want to play. Dream collabs are now the next
Yeah,
question.
Dream Collab. Oh, Glastonbury as well. I'd love to play Glastonbury or like
Okay.
Reading and Leeds, one of those festivals. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
But Dream Collabs. I really like at the moment. Dijon. He just recently released an album called Absolutely. I think it's just like amazing. One of my
What
favorite artists is.
he sings "Skin,"
Sorry.
right? Or is that him? Is that him that
Yeah,
sings
yeah, yeah,
"Skin"?
yeah. That's his biggest
I
song.
love
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
song. I love that song.
You should check out his album if you haven't.
I love
But
that
yeah,
song.
I love his music. I love his writing. He's doing something really original, kind of pushing the envelope there. And Frank
Yeah,
Ocean is like one of my favorite artists as well. Love to
I love
collaborate
it.
with someone like that. And like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, anyone like that really. Can't really think
Mm-hmm.
of anyone else off the top of my head. But yeah,
Kanye.
Kanye. I'm not really a big Kanye fan. I'm more of a Drake guy.
Okay,
But
okay, all right. Well, hey,
Drake's recent
they were
album
together
was
last
great.
week. They were together last week on
Mm,
stage. So yeah,
true. They're best buds now. So
yeah. Might be able to get in the room with both of
maybe, yeah.
them. I love it, love it. Well, Bevan, yeah, is there anything else you want to tell your fans? Like we're excited for everything that you're going to be doing next year. Any other new songs or anything you want to leave them with?
Um, I guess for now, like, please, if you enjoy that music, please go stream Vacanza, my EP. It's my first ever EP, and it really means a lot if you guys, stream it, share it, add it to your playlists. And like next year, it's gonna just be full of like, just like new releases. So keep your eyes peeled and stay
Yeah,
watching.
yeah. Love it, love it. Well, Bevan, thank you so much for being on School Night. Already an alum here, but thank you so much for rejoining us, and we hope that we see you
Thanks for having
more
me.
and more. Yeah, for sure. All right, well, get better and have a great rest of your night.
I'll try my best. Thank you so much, man.